Put the fucking mic on. Mic is on. Joe cracked it on.
Mike, you ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, week 15, the playoffs are here.
Round one.
Thank you for tuning in to Yeet TV. We got my co-host, Mike. Mike, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay.
Would you plug that butthole up? Because you
I've been,
stink
I
tonight.
reek. Jimmy John's. I don't know what's going on.
Disgusting. We had to turn the fan on.
Wait, they almost kicked me out.
I'm going to get some candles going. It's nasty in here. Guys, the playoffs are here. The playoffs are set. Of course, tonight's Thursday Night Football. I'm playing Chase. Grant is somehow squeaked in. Guys shouldn't be here. Grant's playing Trent. Trent's going to wipe him clean off the board tonight. That's what I'm thinking, at least. Grant, prove me wrong, buddy. But Mike, how are we feeling?
He did last year, so can't underestimate Grant.
He's the returning champion.
He is.
Returning champion. How'd Michigan do this year?
In football?
Yeah, returning champs.
7-5.
Yeah.
They beat their rival.
They kicked the shit out of Ohio State. That was a great game.
That was a great game.
All right, well, maybe not my best example then.
Field goal. Is that a 60-yard field goal? Oh.
Field goal, George Kittle. That's right. I'm getting points every way I can, baby. Anyway, of course, Dakota and Colin, they have a nice bye this week, so they're chilling, relaxing. Belichick could never. All right. What is he doing? Mike, why is he going back to coach? I don't know.
What's he trying to prove? I think it can only hurt him more than it can help him.
As far as his legacy is concerned?
Absolutely.
I don't disagree.
If he goes there and fucks up, like, says, I hate all these fucking college kids. All they do is want money.
He's not going to like it.
All right.
But what if he goes there and has sex with a bunch of sorority girls?
Worth it.
Sounds good to me.
Don't tell my girlfriend I said that.
Hallie, speaking of pissed off girlfriends, should we piss off Kayla one more time?
Let's do it after Colin loses next week.
Oh, okay. Good call. Colin, in the comments, I deleted the video. I forget what I said. Drop it below. Mikey and I, we can't remember.
Something about sucking dick, I think, right?
Something about sucking dick, but it was funny, but I don't remember what
it's
I said.
It's all in good taste, Kayla.
I doubt that thing tastes good.
You were what?
Colin's wiener?
Oh, okay.
Come on, keep up, Mike.
I thought you were talking about your wiener.
No, mine tastes delicious. Your sister told me.
That's a bad insult.
Natalie.
No.
Actually, Tabitha both. They both told me at the same time.
What? This guy sucks.
No, that was your sister that was sucking.
No.
Anyway, the level of competition in this league has been tremendous. So thanks, everybody. Setting your lineups every week. Tuning into Yeet TV. It's been a lot of fun. Mike and I only do a little bit. You guys make this league whole, and that's fucking awesome. That's great. Speaking of stuff being awesome and stuff being great, the Hawkeyes are currently up at the half against the Cyclones. Fuck the Cyclones. This is a Hawkeye state. You guys are a bunch of losers.
Shout out to the women.
Shouts out to the Lady Hawks. And by the way, better basketball team, objectively. We just won the game. Also, far better looking basketball team.
I would not want to meet Audie Crooks in an alley. That's for damn sure. She is a monster.
She's a big girl.
Big girl.
Big girl.
Big girls do big things.
What is remarkable is she plays, 4 hours of basketball a day? Practicing, working out, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And she's that big.
Yeah.
I mean, the number of calories that she has to burn, it's just remarkable.
Fun fact, she played at like a 1A high school.
Yeah, rural Iowa somewhere, right?
Iowa.
Yeah.
We need to get that highlight tape because
it's got to be
She
nuts.
probably just ran people over. I mean, how could you stop her? I know they won a state title.
She's adopted, right? Has to be.
Fuck if I know.
Anyway, we are going to tape someone to a tree. And by someone, I mean either Tristan or Blake. And so when are we going to get together to do that?
Commissioner, that's your job.
Check the schedules. Chase, I would say let's do it at your house because I know you don't like to leave the house. But you got no trees out there in Urbandale. So we're going to have to do it somewhere else. I think Grant's backyard has some trees, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But
this guy does.
Dakota, you got trees?
We got a forest in my backyard.
We're doing it at Dakota's.
There you go.
A forest in his backyard, he says. So that's about all I got. Look, guys, we don't have any power rankings because the computer did it for us. Obviously, the buys have the buys, and the next four best teams are the next four best teams playing right now. Consolation bracket, I'll let Mike cover that I don't give a fuck. I ain't in it. All right, you guys have fun down there. Okay. Mike, let's
I don't even want to do it.
let's get a word from our sponsors here quick. We're gonna cut there, and then we'll get Mikey Marinara with the matchups. Mr. Marinara, whenever you're ready.
What?
They say three's a crowd. They ain't never been to my house. Hey girls, what you doing this weekend? We should stay in and have us a threesome. She giving her some, they giving me some. Yeah.
With bacon strips, bacon jam, and bacon crumbles. It's a bacon lover's fantasy.
We having us a threesome. Menage a trois, menage a trois, menage a trois, menage a trois.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but come on. It's called the Bacon Three-Way Burger. What'd you expect?
The Bacon Three-Way Burger with 100% Black Angus beef. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Okay. Spaghetti Mike. Mike's matchups week 15.
Dakota's dying over.
Week 15, round 1. Last week, just an awful week. I wish I could erase it from my memory. We went 1-5. I believe the only prediction we got correct was Tristan.
Oh, you called me, I thought. Maybe not.
Oh, yeah. I did get you right. That was the only game I got right. I apologize.
There we go. Oh, yeah, you took Tristan over Grant.
Correct. Yep, 1-5. Overall on the season, 47-37. So still 10 games above 500. But,
that ain't bad.
Tristan and Blake are 12 and 11 seed matchup here. Tristan once again has this irrational projection that he does every week of 128, but I'm picking Tristan this week. Blake's projected at 118. I wrote down originally, I think this game's kind of a toss-up, but I believe I like Tristan's matchups a little bit better. I don't even think Tristan's got a bad team this year. Things
it just hasn't been working out. It
has
really
not.
doesn't make any sense.
Blake on the other team.
Don't tell him I said that though.
Huh?
Don't tell Tristan.
Okay, we'll cut that part. Blake on the other hand, I don't think his team's very good, and I think Blake will end up being ratchet belted to a tree before our fantasy draft next year. Not taped because he's a big guy, and I don't think it'll hold.
The problem is Andy is so goddamn yoked. Yeah. He's got traps on him like he's been carrying
paint
cans.
And what are we gonna do with the hair? Do we tape that too?
I say we buzz it
just to fuck him.
I say buzz cut.
Oh, Blake, what do you think? Let us know in the comments. Our next game, Will and Dill. Our classic rivalry matchup here of Patrick's former roommates.
That's right, the former roommate.
Will
bowl.
being the 9 seed, Dylan being the 10 seed. Will went the fuck off last week. Will, you're welcome for Zach Charbonnet, who put up 35, 36 points for you. Wish I had him on my team last week because I probably would have started him and I'd be in the playoffs right now. But besides the point.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Will's projected at 120, Dylan at 123. I think Brian Robinson Jr. has a big week this week, and I think Dylan gets the dub. Our next game, Zach Gifford and myself, we're playing each other for the second week in a row. Giff beat me, so you'd think he would have been in the playoffs, but he's not. So we're playing each other in the 7-8 game. Giff, thanks for the L last week. You kicked me out of the playoffs. I still had a shot, even though if I lost, I still could have got in, but I had to put up like 1,000 points to do that. So, but we are starting my brother-in-arms, Sincere McCormick, this week. Have you ever met a black guy with the last name McCormick? Because I haven't.
I've never met a black guy.
You need to get out more.
Yeah, right. Get robbed?
Jesus. I'm over it, but of course
That's a joke.
I'm picking myself. So, Giff, I'm coming back this week. I'm gonna get your ass.
Okay,
Grant's,
we're finally done with the bullshit. Let's get to what matters. Thank you, Mike. Took long enough.
I mean, everybody cares about who loses more than who actually wins.
That's
Grant the 6 seed and Trent the 3 seed. Grant's projected at 120, Trent at 127. Here's the thing about Grant's team. Justin Jefferson goes off, Grant usually wins. Justin Jefferson doesn't go off, Grant won't win. Justin Jefferson plays the Bears last week. Last time he played the Bears, he had like 4.7 points. I think he had like 2 catches for like 23 yards.
So he's due, is what you're saying.
No, I think Grant is going to get his ass kicked this week.
Okay.
I think JJ maybe he has a good week. Maybe he gets shut down. I'm not sure. I think that's outside in Chicago actually, so it's gonna be
Chilly.
freezing cold right
Yikes.
next to the lake there.
Are they? They're gonna have a bunch of snow too.
Chicago?
I think so.
Probably.
That could be interesting.
Probably. Trent, he's been riding these NFC North running backs all goddamn year, and it's working out for
And they're
him.
some of the best running backs in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of them splits time with another running back. Crazy. But Trent projected at 127. I've got Trent winning this week, but I do have this game on upset alert.
Oh, I see. That's totally fair.
Just because.
Trent can really not score a lot of points sometimes.
And I think Grant somehow has this red devil magic inside of him when he plays fantasy football, especially in the playoffs. Last year, his team was fucking awful, and he won. So maybe more of the same this year for Grant. So Grant, maybe you make me eat my words. I'm not sure.
I will say this: in the last 4 weeks, Trent has been averaging 128 points.
That's what playoff teams do.
That's
That's
pretty
what
good.
playoff teams do.
He did lose last week.
Trent, to you. Yep.
Shouts out to the Burger Boys, stacking wins,
But,
baby.
yeah, I mean, he had a respectable game.
He did 127, 128. I just scored 157. So fuck you, Bill. By the way, for taking my high score of the week.
Yeah,
But
he went off. Pat and Chase in our last game, and this is our game of the week.
hey,
Pat's projected at 125, Chase at 120. Pat is the 4 seed, Chase is the 5 seed. Pat has the more complete team, courtesy of our friend back here for making that trade with him.
thank you, Dakota.
Pretty much, Dakota, he said, Pat, I want you to come to the playoffs with me. And so
I said, I'll see you there, baby.
he sent him this trade, and it all worked out. It worked for both of them. So I don't think Bucky Irving is going to play. I started him last week. Kind of fucked me. So I think Rashad White, I think he's going to have a really good week again.
Hopefully.
I like Pat in this game. Chase. Oh, boy, Chase. 51 points from Josh Allen last week. 6 touchdowns, like 330 yards passing. 3 rushing touchdowns. Insane. But he's your entire team. The rest of your team kind of sucks.
Well, he's not the whole team. He has most of Buffalo.
But James Cook, just not it. Not
What
my
about
favorite.
Dalton Kincaid?
Ass. Khalil Shakir, I think he had a great
Yep,
week
there you
last
go.
week. But Stone Smart, who the fuck is that, Chase?
One thing I know is anytime I'm stoned, I'm not smart.
Right. Yeah, his name is an oxymoron. Doesn't even make sense.
And Chase, you're a moron.
And that is why you will be losing this week. And so, if Mike's matchups
Is correct.
is correct, round 2 will look like this. We got Colin, and we got Pat, we got Trent and Dakota. Chase will play Grant. I will play Dylan next week. Tristan will play Giff.
Nobody cares.
And Will and Blake will be down at the bottom trying to beat the shit out of each other.
Man, okay, we didn't think about this. What if Will loses? Which is possible. What if Will's last? He'll be up here in the
Will,
fall.
you have to send us a video of
You've got to
you taping yourself to a tree. There's no way around it, my man. You know what? I think Dylan should fly down to Will in Texas and tape him to a tree.
I'll go down there as well. I mean, get out of Iowa in the winter. Let's do it.
Okay.
In fact, should that be where our next Yeet League matchup is? Or meetup, rather?
Will, set it up.
Here's the thing. Will's dad builds some pretty nice big houses. Sneak in there a week before it's done, pretty much ready, throw a house party. I think Will's going to be working for him come first of the year.
Oh, shoot.
Line it up, Will. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's have a house party in a Texas Rangers house.
Will. Okay. Oh, Will, I'm there.
We're there, Billy.
That's it. We Yeet League. Great year. Very competitive year. Everybody has put in the effort, and it's only fun when people do that. So we appreciate that.
I don't think there's
over here
a
at
more
EA
active league in the
TV.
world.
No, absolutely not. Are we expanding
you
to
guys.
14 next year? Who knows?
Mm,
Are we kicking 2 people out? Maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't want to say on camera.
It's okay, you can tell me. I won't tell.
All right, E League. See you next week.
Go Hawks.